about the functional interface. The functional interface is very frequent get asked by the interviewer. So they may ask you which programming language you are using. So if you say you are using the Java 8, okay, they will ask you some questions related to functional interface. I think because you are mentioning you are using the Java 8, because functional interface is introduced in the Java 8. Then let's look at what is the definition of functional interface. The functional interface only contains one abstract method and any number of default method and the static method. So I think because definition is not clear to it's not easily to understand. I think so. Here I show you the coding. So here you can see if you want to use a functional interface, you must need to add this functional interface annotation on the method interface level, and then here this one is our abstract method. It is our abstract method. Now we can try to add one more abstract method. Let's see what happens here. So maybe here we say the word. So you can see I have some error here. It say interface 1 is not a functional interface because here we have two abstract methods. So that's why it doesn't allow us to use it. So here we must remove it. Take this out. Let's see what happened here. Okay, you see the error is gone. Now coming back to now, I remember some interviewer will ask me, can we have one functional interface extend another functional interface? I would say the answer is no, because I already say the functional interface only one abstract method. If we try to extend another interface, what happened there? There are two, right? So here doesn't allow us to do that, so we can test it. Let's see what happened there. Now here's interface 1. I have interface 2. Now let me extend. Oh wait. Interface 2. Let's see. Okay, here say interface 1. Interface 1 is not functional interface, so that's why we need to remove it. We cannot do that. Now come back to next topic. So here we need to know static method. So you can create 0 static method. You can create multiple static method. It's up to you. The default method is the same. And static method is a method with static keyword, which is associated with class. Right? We know the static keyword, right? So here we can directly call the method without creating an instance of class. And the static method in class cannot be implemented and or written by other classes. Now here default method. Default method is a method with default keyword. The default method may be all written by class. So you can the default method for me can handle the diamond problem. So here's diamond problem. Before the Java 8, we have the diamond problem, but I'm not sure do you made this question before. So let it, for example, there are multiple interfaces with the same method name, and then one class try to implement this interface at the same time. But Java compiler doesn't know which method should be called from this interface. Therefore, we got error. We call this error is diamond problem. So here let me show you the problem, and I will show you the solution. So we can use the functional interface to handle this error. Now, so I create other two interface. You can see. So if we're using this functional interface and a text owner interface, which means is functional interface. Otherwise, if we doesn't use this annotation, which means normal interface. So I create these two interface. So you can see these two interface have the same method name, method signature. Now I have the class, diamond class implement these two interface. And you can see here, the method say the diamond must override or implement a super type method. So here is the diamond problem. So because we try to implement this class, try to implement these two interface with the same method signature. Now here we need to come back to handle this problem. So we need to name. Now we need to create default void. Maybe what doing. So I'm from N1. Now we have default method now. Let's copy this one and put in here. And I'm from N2. Now this one, we need to implement. So we can use this hello world, and we need to specify which functional interface we need to call. So we n1 super dot the hello. So we need to call this out. We need to put here, call this out here. Okay, so you can see an example. Okay, sorry, I corner wrong method. It should be corner the word. So you can see here I use the word method. And there we comes out. So we don't need to care about this one because here I need to override this method. Yeah, because it's our abstract method, and then this one is our default method. So we can see there now we can choose which method, which word. Here we know the word method is from the N1, so you can choose which one you want to call. So if you want N2, is called N2. Now come back to next question. So the interviewer maybe they will keep asking predefined functional interface. So they have four predefined functional interface we need to know: consumer, supplier, and the predicate function. The consumer is operation which can take one argument and no results. The supplier is also is operation which cannot accept argument but can return a result. The predicate is a function which can return Boolean value. Now function represent a function which can accept one argument and produce one result. Now I will show you the coding. Now here you can see it, here's the how to implement this predefined functional interface. So here, just I mentioned we can passing argument, one argument, and here return, we will get this one, we pass in the 5. The 5 times 5, we got 22. So here, 22 we assign to the result. And we will get 22 here. Now come to the consumer. Consumer can accept one argument, but they will not return any result. So that's why here we I didn't create any variable to get a result, to assign a result, right? So now supplier doesn't allow us to passing the argument, but he can return result. So that's why here create a variable. We need to have a variable to get a result, and we are getting a random value. Now predicate is the method which can return a Boolean value. So here we will return, we will pass the 6 mode to equal to 0, right? So here should be returned true. So this one is really popular. So if you are know the string API in the Java 8, string API have 2 operations. First one is intermediate operation. In the intermediate operation, what we have the filter method. Inside the filter method, which is the predicate. But I will next time I talking about the string API in the Java 8. And okay.